The other thing that's important is to have a tax file number, but more importantly to work for an employer who asks you for a tax file number. Some of the danger signs are that if you start a new job and you've not been asked to provide any information, including tax file number or your bank account details or your next of kin if there's an emergency, these are warning signs that probably that job may not be paying the correct rate, or having you employed under any of the legal requirements. There's also meal breaks. So if somebody works more than 5 hours in a shift, they should be given 30 minutes unpaid meal break. So we don't get paid when we're having lunch or dinner, depending on the time of the shift. That time is ours, and it's there to rest or to do things that we want to do, maybe shop, catch up on correspondence, read a book, eat lunch, rest your feet. That's the purpose of a meal break. And they should be given, as I said, within the first 5. In some cases, some awards are different. Some workplaces are different, might be 5.5 or 6 hours of work, but you should have some time to rest. Now, another tricky one is superannuation. And superannuation is a legal requirement. Every employer needs to make sure that employees are paid superannuation into a fund in their name. The trick about super is that it is not out of your pocket. It comes out of your employer's pocket. And it goes into a trust fund that is preserved and looked after until you retire or for some reason cannot continue work. At the moment, that is 9.5% of your total weekly income is paid in. And there are many funds available, and it's a good idea to get some advice and to talk to people that you trust around what you should do in setting up a good fund. Now, superannuation should appear on your payslip. It's not money that you can spend now, but the dollar amount should be on your payslip, and that says how much the employer pays each, well in most cases it's once a month or so. Now, if you work in hospitality, if you earn $350 gross, that means before tax, per month, then that 9.5% of your gross, that's pre-tax wage, is paid into the trust fund. In every other industry, it's if you earn more than $450. So there's that little difference between those two. If you work in a cafe, it's $350. If you work in a shop or at Woolworths, it'll be $450. Or if you're a cleaner. So this is a national, it happens all over Australia. So this is we have national laws that are for the state of Victoria. They apply here as well, but in Victoria's also gone a little bit further in some of our laws, and one of those would be wage theft. So Victoria has made it illegal for employers to not pay their employees correctly, and in some cases those employers not only have to pay it back, but they could go to jail. And that's a stronger law than it is in other states of Australia.
The Stepping Up to the Workforce program is brought to you by the Victorian Immigrant and Refugee Women's Coalition, with the support of the Victorian Government. VIRWC, a safe, inclusive, and welcoming space for multicultural women around Victoria. Join us.